Good morning everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel Leaf Classes. I am Anjali. Today we'll be doing palindrome number versus palindrome string. All of you are familiar with the word palindrome. What is palindrome? A palindrome is a word, phrase, number or a sequence of words that reads the same from backward and forward. That means if we read any word or number from left to right or right to left, it is same. Let's take some examples. Like it is 191. From left to right 191, right to left also 191. 313, left to right 313, from right to left. 1551, or we can say 15751. All these are known as palindrome numbers. That means from left to right and right to left, if they reach the same value, that means it is a palindrome. Same is the case with palindrome words, palindrome phrases, palindrome strings. Okay, like civic, CIVIC. From right to left, again it is CIVIC. So it is a palindrome word. Madam, MADAM, MADAM. Now it can be for group of words also, like I space did, DID space comma space DID space I. Now if you will read it from right to left, again it is I space DID space comma space DID space I. So all these are known as palindrome. So today we'll be doing the program to write for palindrome word and palindrome number. So we'll see what is the difference in writing the program when we are checking whether a word is a palindrome or a string is palindrome and a number is palindrome. There is a difference in the logic and obviously the statements are different for checking palindrome numbers as well as palindrome strings. So let's start. We begin with the program to input a number and check whether it is a palindrome number or not. Now we know what is palindrome. So for checking of palindrome number, we have to reverse the entered number. We have to find the reverse of the entered number and then compare both the entered number and the reverse number. If they are equal, that means the number is palindrome. If they are not, that means it is not a palindrome number. Now for reversing a number, we will be using two mathematical operators, modulus and slash. All of us, we know that modulus operator gives you the remainder and slash operator gives you the quotient. So these two operators will be only used for extracting digit by digit from a number. Okay. Suppose the number is 1551. This is the number which the user has entered. Now I want to find the reverse of this number. So how to proceed for this? If the number is this, I am taking 1551 modulus 10. Mod operator gives you the remainder, and if we take modulus 10 always gives you the rightmost digit of this number, right? Now how it will give you 1? The rightmost digit is 1. Let me explain you this. 1551, if we divide the number by 10, 10 ones are 10, remainder is 5, we copy 5, 10 fives are 50, remainder 5, we copy 1, 10 fives are 50, and this is 1. So 1 is we are getting when we are using modulus operator. Okay. So 1 is the remainder, that is the rightmost digit when you divide any number by 10 and the remainder will be 1. And here the quotient will be when you use slash operator. Slash operator gives you the quotient and modulus operator gives you the remainder. Now this thing only will be using continuously. Now how to proceed? 1551 mod 10 is giving you 1, right? Now we have got one digit here, the rightmost digit. Now we want the next second digit. For extracting that, again we can extract only by mod 10, and mod 10 gives us the rightmost digit. So we want, next time what I want that instead of 1551 the number should be 155 only. For that I will use slash operator /10 and it will give me 155. Just now we did that, okay? So slash operator will give you the quotient. If you are dividing the number by 10, then except the rightmost digit, the remaining digits will be there in the slash operator. The answer will be. Now we have got 155. We again use the same process. 155 mod 10 will give you the rightmost digit, that is 5. So this next digit also we have got. Now for extracting this 5 what I want कि number above 1 5 ही हो जाए. I don't want 155 because उसका तो digit we have extracted. So now we will do 155 /10. It will give me 15. 10 15s are 150 and the remainder is 5. So quotient I am getting 15. Now I will use the same method. 15 mod 10 will be 5. We have got the next digit also, and then we are taking 15 /10 is 1, and then 1 mod 10 will be 1. The next one also we are getting, right? So like this we are getting from right to left 1551. 1551 using modulus and slash operator. Now you are getting all these digits one by one. Now how you will reverse them? The main question is reversing. We cannot add them. 1 plus 5 plus 5 plus 1 will not give us the reverse of the entered number. We want reverse. So how we will do that? When you are getting this one, after that when you have got next, we want this next digit to be placed at ones place. So for placing it at ones place, we will multiply it by 10 and add this 5. Now it will be 10 plus 5, it will give you 15, right? Now next digit when we have extracted, again that digit we want to place at ones place. We will again multiply it by 10 plus this 5, so it will be 150 plus 5 will be 155, and then again multiplied by 10 plus 1 will give you 1550 plus 1, this is 1551. So this is the reverse of the entered number. Entered is 1551 and the reverse is again 1551. This is how we store the reverse of the number. किसी भी नंबर में वंस प्लेस को फ्री करने के लिए, वंस प्लेस पे जीरो लाने के लिए we will multiply that number by, so that वंस प्लेस पर जीरो आ जाएगा और उसमें हम जो भी नंबर ऐड करेंगे that number will remain there. Zero is additive identity, right? So I hope the logic is clear. Now we'll begin with writing the program. This program we can do it like this. We have entered the number. I have used util package because I will be using scanner class. Then I have entered the number using n equals to sc.nextInt. Now we have to repeat the process again and again. So we will be using a for loop. You can use any while loop, do while loop, any loop you can use, and I hope all of you know how to convert one loop into another. Now in the PDF, the link is given in the description box. I will be doing the same program with while and do while. You can check over there and just understand, and in case of any doubt please do comment. I will solve your problems, okay? So we are taking a loop. Now this from where we have started, from the number. So we are taking I equals to n. We are beginning from the number until when we have to do, till this is greater than 0. So till what you have got, 1/10 is 0, we don't want to proceed. So till the value is greater than 0, every time we want to repeat this process. And in the beginning it is the number entered by the user, and next time which number you want? You want the number except the last digit. Okay, so that how we are getting I equals to I/10. This is giving you the next number, removing the rightmost digit every time. Now we will take, say, A equals to, you will find the modulus, that is the remainder, and then you can take R equals to, you want to multiply it by 10 every time and then add A. So you will be doing R equals to R into 10 plus A, right? So here I can take int A and R equals to 0. So when I equals to n, let's take this example only, n is 1551, condition is true, it will come here. I mod 10 will give you 1. Now 0 into 10 is 0 plus 1 will be 1. Next time I will be 155, 1551/10, it will be 155. 155 mod 10 will be 5. Then here the previous value of R was 1. 1 into 10 is 10 plus 5 is 15, and like this the process will be repeated, and after completion of the loop in R variable we are getting the reverse of the number, right? So here we don't want to print the reverse number. In case you want to print the entered number and reverse number, that you can do. Otherwise what you have to do, you have to check whether it is palindrome or not. So you will have to check using if statement. If n is equals to R, you write the print statement system.out.println. It is a palindrome number. It is a palindrome number. Otherwise, for that we write else statement, else print not a palindrome number, right? Not a palindrome number. So this is how we have done the program. Enter the number, find the reverse of the number using the loop, and here modulus and slash, these two operators play a very important role in finding the reverse for a number. Then you compare the entered number n and the reverse number r. If both are equal, display the message it is a palindrome number, else it is not a palindrome number. Okay. Now we'll write the program to input a string and check whether it is a palindrome string or not. The logic same. We have to find the reverse of the entered string and then compare both the strings, and then if they are equal, we'll print the string is palindrome, else it is not a palindrome. Okay. Let us take the example. Suppose the entered word is CIVIC, right? Now what we have to do, if this is the entered string, we have to find the reverse of this string in S1. Now for reversing we have two extraction method here. We can extract the character from left to right one by one, or right to left, but we will be storing the characters from right to left only. Okay, let me tell you. Now if this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the index numbers. Now we'll be using the string functions here. In case you have any doubt in string functions, you can go through the playlist and watch the videos of string functions. Now if I am extracting your index number 0th character, then C is there, and then I will extract I. So this I can store here towards its left side. then V here, then next I, and then C. So I have extracted from left to right but stored in the order C, then before that, before that, before that. Or what we can do, we can extract the character from right to left and store it. So I'll extract C first, then I, then V, then I, then C, C, I, V, I, C. This is this, right? So I suppose this method children find more easy to do. So I'll be telling you the program from extracting from the rightmost to the leftmost, as in number also we have extracted from right to left. So here also we'll be doing the same thing. So let's start the programming statement. I have entered the string in S variable. Now I want to store the reverse string in one more string variable. So I am using one more variable here, string S1 equals to only starting and closing quotes. You will not give even a space over there. Okay. Now after that we can find the length, because how many times we have to repeat this process? As according to the length, if length is 5, we have to repeat it 5 times. If length is 10, we have to repeat the extraction process 10 times. Okay. So int L equals to S dot length. Now we will take the loop for int I equals to L minus 1. If the length is 5, the last index number is 4, because the index number starts from 0 till length minus 1. So the last character is stored at L minus 1 index number. That is why I have taken I equals to L minus 1 until I is greater than equals to 0. The first index number is 0, so we have to repeat the process from the last index number till first index number, and we are moving downwards from right to left. So one by one will be decreasing the index number. So I equals to L minus 1, I greater than equals to 0, I minus minus. Now here we can extract the character in one ch variable. Here I can take cat ch. Ch equals to S dot caret of I. You are extracting the rightmost character for the first time. You are extracting the character, and how you have to place this? Extracting the last character C, and then when you will extract next, that has to be placed towards the right side. So we will be storing it S1 equals to S1 plus CH. एक character extract करते जा रहे हैं from right to left, and we are placing it towards the right side only. Okay. So in S1 we will get the reverse string, and after that what you have to do, you will just compare. Now here you will not use this equals to sign for comparison. We'll be using the function equals function or compare to function we can use. So I am using here equals function if S1 dot equals S, or you can write if S dot equals S1, both are correct. The entered string is equal to the reverse string, then you print it, print system dot out dot println palindrome string, else if it is, this condition is false, then you can print system dot out dot println not a palindrome string, not a palindrome string. Close main, and then you close the class, right? So I hope that you have understood how to check for palindrome number and for palindrome string. In case of any doubt, you can always comment in the comment section, and I'll try to clear your doubts. The description box contains the link of the PDF. in which the palindrome number is solved using while loop and the string palindrome is solved using compare to function. You can download and check that. Okay. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get notifications for all the videos and no important topic is missed by you, and press the like button also if you have understood the concepts. Till then, keep practicing, keep working hard. God bless you.